Welcome guys to another episode of Boom Arena. Today we're gonna be playing with the decks that top 10 players finished with in the last season, and this time it's gonna be General Drunker by Starn, who actually finished second, and it's pretty decent deck. It has everything that you want in life and more, and I'm gonna be using this deck to push some medals on ladder. And in the meantime, I'm gonna explain how this deck works. Obviously, you first of all, with every matchup, pretty much want to get to know how your opponent's deck works, and he's gonna be playing Viking, so that was unfortunate. Footman hack, it sometimes happens. I'm gonna actually sacrifice this cannon. I want to keep my phones for his next pressure. It may be a risky move, but I feel like this cannon didn't bring much value to my position, and right now I'm gonna just play General. I'm gonna play General because against a pump you can play in two different ways. You can either just spell the pump away with spell or digger. I kinda mean like destroy the pump. It's one way to play against the pump, and the second way is to counterplay. I'm gonna choose the second one in this one because I want to get this damage. And right now comes the scary part, because I'll have to hold back for my dear life, and my opponent obviously will have way more mana than I do, so I'm gonna have to defend with everything I've got. I'm gonna kite all these troops with a general, even right like this, and if I get away with that defense, it's gonna mean that this thief actually broke loose, so that's suboptimal, but we kinda survived that. And right now we're gonna play a flying bomb on this pump. I wanted to get one more mana trade from this previous one, but I just didn't have enough mana. So it was relatively nice defense. He played very many cards that just were weak against my Super Devil, and I kinda abused that fact. Obviously you don't want to always kite with the general, but this time I think it was the best play and it absolutely paid off. Right now I'm gonna play a Fire Tiny in the front to lure the Dark Knight to come faster to the position. And right now I'm gonna just kill this Piercing Archer. I'm gonna play some phones against this Viking for this general to be a genuine threat. And with that being said, I think we can just engage into this Dark Knight, try to kill it, and once we do, we're gonna have some madness to go with another general. So not only we defended, right now we are just counter-attacking, and that's the way how you want to play this deck. This general will rain havoc, and we're gonna be taking not the left tower, but the right tower. That was very nicely played by us, and we're gonna get away with this nice win in the game number 1. So that's how you play against big tanks like Viking or Dark Knight, or in this case both. It was very fortunate that he didn't have a win condition, because if your opponent has a win condition with these tanks, usually the defense becomes a way more tricky. Right here I could just play some good old general in the back and basically kite everything with that. But with win condition, the defense becomes way more tricky. He's gonna be playing a default deck, Thunder Bat with 0 medals. Pretty expected from a 0 medal actually, that I think about it. But what you're gonna do? I'm gonna be playing General in the back, provoking him to play something against me. And I'm gonna be playing also a cannon against this bomb skeleton to obviously not lose the tower. We're gonna have the general already crossing the midway point of the map. We're gonna be playing Drunker in front of that and expecting cannon against this general, and we do. And we're gonna be playing Footman keg. Not Fawn, there's the Footman right here in this keg. That's gonna take care of these stone phones, and our general will very comfortably take the tower. So that's the way how you play pretty much against default deck. You just want to force out their cards like Bomb Skeleton and Bomberman out of the rotation, and then you want to just take the action to their side by playing general in the back and basically get some damage. Right now I'm gonna play flying bomb. The footman keg would be way better option, but I still don't have this in hand, let alone right now. And yeah, I think this game is pretty much over, but our opponent didn't resign yet, so we're gonna be playing general in the back. You will face this problem many times in this game, that your opponent won't resign on time, and there are some ways to convert the game. With general it's very straightforward, you just want to play some more attacks. I'm gonna try to right now play something against these bomb blasters. Unfortunately I wasn't successful, so I will have to sacrifice my drunker for the safety of the tower. I think I will even take the hit right here. I'm gonna play some footman keg and even get some hits from the archers, but it doesn't matter. I still have a very good position, and unfortunately I won't be taking a 3-star victory in this one. Sometimes you will have to just leave with one. I'm gonna protect my cannon with a drunker, so the cannon stays alive for a little longer and kills this steel hammer. And okay, this steel hammer actually will break loose, and I'm gonna take this steel hammer, and with that the game. GG, well played. Let's jump to the last game of this video. So to wrap around things up, you usually want to just play a general in the back and support it with troops. That's a best game plan that you can make. Another good game plan, especially against better players, is gonna be what I call 13 mana setup. And 13 mana setup requires me to play 3 cards that I didn't commit right now because I want to get info of what my opponent is playing first. But 13 mana setup is basically playing 13 mana in single mana and already creating a very devastating threat. So like, obviously drunker supplements Super Devil and General very well, both before and after dying, and even I would say after dying is even better. That's why drunker should lead the push and Super Devil General should stay in the back, just getting the benefit of the madness when he dies. So, okay. From what I'm seeing, my opponent will be playing some Digger deck, which I'm not confident is a good. And right now I'm gonna actually show how this setup works. You're playing Super Devil in the very back, and once it reaches the bridge, you should be able to play also a Drunker and a General. The Drunker should be in front of the General, and it is. It was obviously calculated by me, and right now my opponent will get a good surround with Fawns, even will use Blitz for these Fawns to get one more hit, which is very good micro decision out of him. I'm gonna catch this Digger with Fawns, and we're gonna just keep trading. I think I'm gonna actually let this Footman to get a hit on my tower, because there's nothing I can... I mean, there is something I can do about it, but there's nothing that I think I want to do about it, because I'm gonna just go back to my setup. Another thing how to break through another defenses will be shown afterwards if I don't succeed with this 13 mana setup. It's gonna try to play the same way again, which I think won't work. This time, unfortunately, General tanks, so I'll have to repeat my attack, unfortunately, or fortunately, because I wanted to show it anyway. So this time we're gonna be actually trying to get the General first, and with that being said, we're gonna be just playing... okay, he's gonna be actually playing a balloon, so that's gonna be finally his win condition apart from Digger. And okay, I'm gonna actually attack because he's just too overextended. I'm gonna get a ton of value with whatever I play right now, and he actually dealt with it pretty well, so I'm gonna have to repeat my attack. And with that being said, I think I'm gonna play first Drunker, then Cannon to kite the balloon, and this balloon should die from towers only, but yeah, I'm gonna play a Super Devil just to be safe. I'm gonna play Footman King, and right now I'm gonna play a setup that I wanted to show anyway. It's gonna be General in the back, and right now you're gonna be trying to cycle back to another General. He's gonna be even making things more convenient for me. Okay, he's gonna actually get a hit with a balloon. And I think it's gonna be only one hit. There we go. And right now we have one general, and the major of the idea of this plan is that we are hitting on the opposite side with the general and drunker, so that he won't ever see that coming. This drunker will die. It will supplement our general with madness, and right now we are gonna just get a lot of damage, and this damage will be enough to win us the game. Very nice played by him, hiding this balloon till the double mana, because balloon is not the win condition that you want to play over and over. So he played very well, but was just behind us, and we're gonna take this win. And that's gonna be it from me today. This was a general drunkard deck. Usually if I'm playing this variant, I prefer to play Heal Tiny, because it allows for your troops to stay alive for quite longer, and if you can do that, you will get a lot of value. Fire Tiny is more of a solid option, and it can counter by itself a Phone Keg. It can be very useful on offense as well, so the variation to choose is up to you, what you are feeling comfortable with. I personally prefer Heal Tiny, but this version is absolutely nice as well. And yeah, that's gonna be it for me in this video. Hope you guys enjoyed. Make sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel if you want to see more content like this in the future. And yeah, I'm gonna see you guys in the next episode of Boom Arena.